Yeah, so guys, this is Guy Maxass. Let's revise question 2 from the assignment under the application of what? Integration. The question is saying the marginal cost function of m is mc is equal to log x squared. Find the total cost of 100 unit if the cost of what? Producing 1 unit is 22. So now we have the marginal cost function. We have the marginal cost. We have the marginal cost function. The marginal cost function MC is equal to log x what squared. This is our marginal cost function. Then we are taught to find the cost of producing 1 unit. We are taught to find the total cost of 100 units. If the cost of producing 1 unit is what? Is 22. The cost of producing 1 unit is what? 22. So now, if whenever you have the marginal cost function and you want to find the cost function or the total cost function, you are supposed to what? We're supposed to integrate this function. So let's integrate this function. And which method are we going to use in order to integrate this function? We are going to use the integration by parts. So we are going to say the marginal cost function is equal to the integral. In this case, we are going to use that we are finding the total cost. The total cost function is equal to the integral of this function that we have log x what squared dx. So now, as I said earlier on, that we can only use the integration by parts in order to integrate this function. And the formula for integration by parts is the integral of u dv is equal to uv minus the integral of v d what du. Now, where are we getting these values? The vu. We are supposed to say we let our u is equal to what? The log x squared, and we let our dv in this case is going to be dx. So for us to find the du here, which means we're supposed to differentiate this function that we have. So how are we going to differentiate this function? To differentiate this function is simple. We are going to use the chain rule of differentiation, where we are going to drop the 2 here to find the du. We drop the 2 here, we multiply with the original function here, which is log x. Again, we multiply with what? We said 2 minus 1. The power should be less by 1. Now, since we have the 2, is no need of indicating the 1 here. Again, we multiply with what? The integral now of this function, that is going to be we multiply with 1 over what? 1 over x, because the log x is same as what? Same as ln x. So if we have the log x is same as ln x, which means when we differentiate, we are getting 1 over what? X. Very good. So now let's multiply this to get our du. We multiply this, we are getting 2 log x over what? Over the x here. So this is going to be our du. Now let's get our v. To get our v, we have the function dv is equal to what? Dx. So we are supposed to integrate this function to get our what? Our v. So to integrate this function, we are going to put the integral sign here. And you notice that there is no variable here, which means we have the coefficient of 1. So what is the integral of 1? When you integrate 1, we are getting x. So in this case, our v is equal to what? X. Very good. So we are going to say our u, sorry, our u is equal to log x squared multiplied by the v here, which is x minus uh, minus the integral now of v, which is the integral of x multiplied by the du, which is going to be 2 log x over x. So you notice say the x and the x here will cancel, and we multiply the x and the log x squared, they are getting x log x squared, then minus the integral of 2 log x, like this. So now, since we've gotten this, again we are going to say x log x squared minus what is now the integral of this guy. In short, we are going to take the 2 outside here log x. Then we say x log x squared minus 2. We are supposed to find the integral of this. So in order to find the integral of this, we are going to use the same formula, because here again we are going to use the integration by parts. U v minus the integral of v du. In this case, when we are integrating, we put the dx here. Then we let our u to be the function log x, the function this one, and our dv to be equal to dx, because we have no variable here, so it's equal to dx. Nice one. So we are going to say, to find our du now, it means remember, whenever we want to find the du here, we're supposed to differentiate the function. But whenever you want to find the v here, we're supposed to integrate this function. So du is equal to, when we differentiate this function, we are getting what? 1 over x. And when we integrate this function, we are getting what? V is equal to x. As I said, we're supposed to put the integral here, then 1. There's a 1 here. So if there is a 1 here, it means when we integrate 1, we are getting what? X. Nice stuffs. So we are going to say x log x squared minus 2 open bracket. Our u is log x multiplied by our v is x minus the integral of v, the integral v of x multiplied by what is our du now. Our du, we have this one, which is 1 over x. Simple. So now the x and the x here can go. What are we remaining with? We are remaining with the x log x squared minus 2 open bracket log x. When you multiply log x with the x here, we are getting x log x minus the integral of whatever remained here is just a 1. Then x log x squared minus 2. We are supposed to integrate this one. So what are you getting when you integrate the 1? When we integrate this one, we are getting minus x. The integral of 1 is x. So x log x squared 2, we distribute the 2 inside here. We are getting 2 x log what? Log x. Again, negative 2 multiplied by negative x is plus 2x. Simple. Plus, now, since this function is an indefinite integral, it has no limits. So we are going to add the c here, which is the constant. And remember, this function we are finding is the total cost what function. Now we get back to the question, which saying the question is saying find the total cost of 100 units if the cost of producing 1 unit is equal to what? 22, meaning 1 unit is the value of x and the cost that we have, which is the total cost, is what? 22. So we substitute with total cost here. 22 is equal to 1 with 1 unit, because our x is the number of unit is 1, the cost of producing 1 unit. So log squared minus 2 open bracket 1 log open bracket 1 plus the 2 open bracket 1 plus the constant c. Then we are going to say 22 is equal to 1 multiplied by log x squared. We are getting our log 1 is equal to 0, and log 1 here is equal to 0. So it is 2 multiplied by 1, which is 2 plus the constant. And to get the constant, we are saying is 22. This one will cross the equal sign to going to be minus 2, and the constant is going to be what? The 20 here. So if we get the 20, it means we find the constant c here. So in order for us to find the total cost function, we are going to utilize the same function and substitute just the c with the 20 that we've calculated. So therefore the total cost function is equal to x log x squared minus 2x log x plus 2x plus what is our constant is 20. This is our final answer. Thank you for watching, guys. Can you support the guys? Subscribe and like the YouTube channel. Thank you.